So, Tina is a missing person. What could have occurred for her as in her disappearance? I'm in question of that because to say go missing in 1988, right? That's a long time. It's 2021, right? Ooh, you try to stay positive, but the timing, 1988 up until today, right? March 8th, 1988. Okay, that's when she went missing, right? The location, Idaho. She was also reported missing days later. Investigators feel foul play could have been involved when it comes to Tina, right? What happens when a woman goes missing and then she's missing? Yeah, that's a long time, a very very long time, right? Tina went to the Circle H Saloon, and while at the saloon, a man offered her a ride to Plumer, Idaho, then dropped her off a quarter of a mile from her home. I'm questioning. Whoa, you're letting out, whoa, breathing, letting out life in reverse. That's a joke. But yeah, I question if someone offers you a ride and then you go missing, the mill that say, if you offer this individual a ride and then there's a disappearance, how much is the likelihood is could that person who offered her a ride have had something to do with her disappearance? Because it's strange that you offer her a ride, but then a ride, and then all of a sudden she's gone. Like, yeah. So the ID, you got your ID, and all the rest is found, and the women's belongings. If someone is to leave her belongings, say on the side of a highway or a road or right in a location, that's to say, well, that means that she was in a vehicle with somebody, so that person more likely had to have had something to do with her disappearance. Once a missing person goes missing and their belongings is left somewhere, that's to say whoever was involved with that took her somewhere or something. It's said that belongings of the missing persons was found, okay, along a driving path. So that's to say, to give an example, if the missing person goes missing and her bag or her purse or anything like that, identification or shoes or anything like that is found along a driving path, that's to say whoever took her somewhere, drove her somewhere, had to have had something to do with her disappearance. Could be why she's still missing today, because some of her belongings were found and they were like near a driving path. Driving path means to drive somewhere, and if she was in a vehicle, more likely the person had something to do with her disappearance. Because yes, and to ride in a vehicle is to say more likely whoever she rode with had something to do with her disappearance. I guess that solves it. The lady above my head, okay, who has something to do with this woman's disappearance? Did they have her ride in the vehicle and then they just drop her belongings off somewhere to make it seem like they had nothing to do with it? Well, sometimes you can do that back in 1988. Sometimes you could have a woman in your vehicle and then back in 1988 thinking you're not going to get caught, and then you drive around the vehicle and all the rest, right? And then you leave the belongings somewhere near the car or something like that. Not near the car, outside the car on that driving path, and the next thing you know, people are like, well, why was her belongings left there? And it's on the driving path somewhere. Yeah, it could be on any road, because anytime a female, a man, woman, or whoever rides in a car and then they go missing, and say, well, if her belongings were found near a street, a road, a highway, then that's to say whoever had her in a vehicle with them took her and did something with her, possibly dead body or something like. Yes, because 1988 is a long time. Yeah, so I can see that. Yeah, because you're riding, you drive around, and then the person that drove the vehicle, or then the missing person was riding in the vehicle and all the rest, and then the person goes missing and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, the driver had something to do with it. I guess since that anyone would. So we're on investigation discovery. The ID logo stands in the far left. Investigationdiscovery.com. The live now. Forbidden die for love. Because why take up a woman's, say, identification? Say if it was if her purse or something was found outside somewhere after her disappearance, why leave her belongings somewhere? If a person was to, say, kidnap a woman or something like that, have something to do with her disappearance, why leave her belongings somewhere? And if she was in a car riding with them and they had something to do with her disappearance, why leave her belongings somewhere? So that's to say, yeah, whoever she was riding with more likely had something to do with her disappearance. You can tell that. Because instead of them taking her belongings and them keeping her belongings, they put her belongings outside of the car. So that lets you know who had something to do with her disappearance. So yes, we're on investigationdiscovery.com. The ID logo stands in the far left corner. To receive a newsletter from Investigation Discovery, just type your email address in and click next. I was thinking, that person, if they were into kidnapping or something went wrong and say they killed her or something like that, her belongings being found is to say, well, was she riding in a vehicle? Then why were her belongings found somewhere where a vehicle could in fact drive on a path? I guess that's it. So dear viewers, let me know what you think and feel about the video. May you enjoy your day and I enjoy mine. I'm gone for now. 1.